Hi, welcome to Chamber Chatter. I'm Janelle Best, the Executive Director of the Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Tim Martin, the 2017 Chamber President. Today we'll be welcoming some guests to discuss a number of upcoming events, also the winner of the Light Bulb Moment of the Month for October, the third annual YPN-hosted Murder Mystery, Nonprofit Highlight of the Month, the Now Hiring segment and Membership Minute, as well as the October Business Spotlight and Brady Lodge ribbon cutting. So in an effort to celebrate the accomplishments and successes of our members, we recognize a member for Light Bulb Moment of the Month.
This is an opportunity for the Chamber to showcase our members that have taken some sort of action to be more sustainable, save money, or to help the community out in some way. Light Bulb Moment winners receive additional recognition for the month of their win and highlighting their efforts.
So this month we are recognizing Fort Clarkston for introducing Sensory Sundays at the Fort. Joining us today to share more about Sensory Sundays is Pam Rush, owner of Fort Clarkston.
Welcome, Pam.
Welcome, Pam.
Hi.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So, can you tell us a little bit about Fort Clarkston?
Yes, well, Fort Clarkston is a family entertainment center located in Clarkston, Michigan. We offer safe and clean children's indoor recreation, a place to host your family's parties. We do have a gigantic 3-story play structure. It's jam-packed with slides, obstacles, a zip line, and our signature 3-story bear slide. For littler ones, you can also feel safe while they play in our enclosed Cub Cove, which includes a smaller version of our big play structure and a variety of age-appropriate toys. Kids will also have a blast taking a ride with some of their favorite superheroes and characters, such as Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse, and Bob the Builder, just to name a few.
So cool. It sounds like you guys have a lot of things going on at the Fort.
We do, yeah.
Didn't realize you guys had a zip line there.
Me neither.
Well, it's a kid's zip line.
Oh, okay. So we can't go on it.
Well,
Maybe.
you can, but
Okay.
it's just short.
So tell us about what Sensory Sunday is.
Well, it was created for children with autism or any sort of sensory sensitive issues. Our idea at Fort Clarkston is it's a place for families to hang out, and so we want to encompass all children. And so the idea just came because there are many nowadays that can't, and it can be a sensory overload place. So the idea is that it's the lights are low, it's quieter. We turn off the loud arcades. We have certain rooms that are calming rooms, and we actually we had sent out like a request from parents about 6 months ago asking what they would want if they had their choice, and so that's kind of where it went from there. So
That's awesome.
It's a great idea. So is this just part of Sunday or all of your hours on
it's
Sunday?
just part on Sunday,
Okay.
so 9 to 11, and that way we thought it would be the least intrusive to people that are just showing up at the fort at a certain time, but mornings was a time we picked a weekend so that both parents would be able to be home and be there if they wanted to be there. So
That's awesome.
So when did you start this initiative and why?
well, it just started 2 weeks ago, so we've only had it twice so far. It's going to be every Sunday, and so the first weekend we had one family.
Okay.
This weekend we had 2 families. So, but the response from the families is phenomenal, and they were so thankful and so happy to have a place that they could take their children and know that it was adapted for them.
It's certainly an amazing service to offer, and
Yeah.
it's really nice that you're able to kind of meet everybody's needs in some way or another.
Yeah.
I'm sure the whole community appreciates that.
Yeah.
We do. So what else can we see, or what else can we expect to see at the fort? Anything you want to share?
Well, coming soon, we have our brand new coffee bar, and so it'll be, you'll be able to get a latte or a mocha or a cappuccino, along with fresh baked tasty food from next door at Neiman's. So we will have the good coffees. and breakfast fresh made from next door. So
What an awesome partnership.
Great idea, yeah.
I know the bagels from Neiman's are great. I
Yes,
believe
they
they have
are.
won some awards for them. So
Yep.
how exciting. I love to hear that.
Well, we're always wanting to add to. We don't want to be stagnant, and we want to be able to offer different things to families. You want to be, we just want to be that place where people can hang out. So.
Well, I think you're doing a really good job of making sure that
Thank
people are
you.
aware of that and knowing that. And I'm really excited to see the Sensory Sundays.
Yeah.
So every Sunday from 9 to 11 at
Every
Fort
Sunday
Clarkston.
from 9 to 11, Fort
Sensory
Clarkston.
Sundays.
If you want more information, you can look on our website, which is fortclarkston.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, Pam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Pam. Appreciate it. Another event the Clarkston Chamber YPN is hosting is its third annual Murder Mystery Dinner on October 24th at the Pine Knob Mansion from 6 to 9 p.m. This year, we'll be bringing back the Clarkston Village Players for a murder at the Cherry Creek Saloon. This Wild West event promises to be a wild time. Tickets include an interactive murder mystery show, dinner, and beverage.
Joining us today is one of our presenting sponsors, Karen Dacey with Huron Valley Financial. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Pleasure
being
to be here.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you.
Thanks.
What intrigued you to sponsor this event?
Well, Huron Valley Financial enjoys being part of the community, and we looked at this event and thought it was an awesome opportunity to mingle with the chamber and also the community, and fun for us too.
Yeah. It really is fun for all. So,
Great venue, great theme for the event, so
Yeah.
sounds like it'll be a really
Yeah,
fun
we
time.
are very excited.
did you guys attend last year?
We did not, unfortunately. We were not able to.
So this will be the first year.
This will be the first year.
Awesome. So, first year in, what are you looking forward to?
Well, we're looking forward to obviously a phenomenal evening with friends and family, and again to have the opportunity to be with the community in the chamber and let them know what Huron Valley Financial is all about.
So, I mean, when we're talking about Huron Valley Financial, if you just want to give a little bit of background on what exactly that is.
Huron Valley Financial is a mortgage broker, and we specialize in residential lending, and we are a premier lender in that area. We are very studious with our customers as far as keeping them up to date with what's going on in their files, and keeping everybody informed about the situation and making a sometimes very tumultuous process less tumultuous.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff for you. Maybe not so much me, but.
Well, the mortgage business definitely has changed, and
Yeah.
we're here to make the process easier for everybody
Well,
involved.
that's why we need you.
Yes.
People like me. So.
Absolutely.
Well, we're glad that you're involved and that you're hosting the event this year.
Yes, we're very excited to be a part of this.
Awesome. Well, it should be a great time. Are you attending yourself specifically?
Yes, we are attending, and we're also bringing, each one of us are bringing a guest. So they'll have the opportunity also to mingle with the chamber members and the community at large.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to the event this year. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to most about the murder mystery aspect of it? Are you guys dressing up or anything?
I don't know if we're dressing up.
Oh, okay. You don't have to.
I haven't been
but-
instructed on that yet, but I have been to one of these before
Okay.
many, many years ago, and it's very fun. It is a very fun event. Everybody should try if they're able to go, because it really is very interesting trying to figure out who did it.
Exactly, and the murder will actually take place while everybody is there.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Yes, and if you guys want to, you should let us know well in advance. But you can actually even sign up to play a character.
Oh, really?
In the show, yes.
Ooh, we'll have to discuss that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We're really looking forward to the event, and we're thankful for sponsors like you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Huron Valley is again very excited to host this.
All right. We'll see you on October 24th then.
Absolutely.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
At this time, I'm going to introduce Christy Kerr. She's here with our Membership Minute and Now Hiring segment. Welcome, Christy.
Thanks for having me. So every other month, we host a free new member orientation at the Chamber office. This is an opportunity for our new and renewing members to learn about the benefits of Chamber membership and how to best utilize it for your business. These one-hour presentations are sponsored by Bowman Chevrolet, and food is provided by Rainforest Cafe. If you have questions about your membership or wonder how you can get more out of it, please consider attending an orientation so we can help you succeed. Another way we can help your business is by posting your job openings for free on the Chamber website, in our e-blast, and featuring them here on Chamber Chatter. This month, we're featuring 2 openings in the Clarkston area. Michigan Center for Orthopedic Surgery is looking for a part-time medical receptionist or assistant. This is a fast-paced orthopedic office, so multitasking and excellent communication skills are a must. At least 2 years of medical office experience is preferred. Oakland Yard Athletics is in need of a part-time maintenance person. Either one person to work Monday through Friday can be split by 2 people if fewer days are desired. No nights or weekends, and this is ideal for a retired person looking for a little extra cash. Applicants should contact Marty Greenspan to apply. If you have an open position that you're looking to fill, send me the job title, a brief description, and how to apply, and I'll get the ball rolling. Let us help you find the right candidate for your business.
The Chamber highlights a nonprofit member each month in an effort to raise awareness about their organization and all the great things they're doing. This month we are proud to highlight Clarkston Rotary.
Jeff Litke is here with us today from Clarkston Rotary. So thank you for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
So can you tell us a little bit about Rotary as an organization and what they're involved in, what they do?
I will do my best to do that in less than 2 hours.
Okay.
Rotary is an international organization that's really a bottoms-up group. So what the club wants to do is what the club gets to do. So we're driven by our membership. But we're also an international organization. We've got 1.2 million members in just about 200 countries around the world.
Wow.
But we don't have any corporate mandate to do things, with one exception. And that actually highlights one of the strong points of Rotary, that the corporate mandate that we ask every club to participate in is the eradication of polio. And that was all started by one doctor in the Philippines who said, it's crazy that anybody's dying of polio. So he took it to his club membership, they took it to several clubs in the Philippines, eliminated it in a few cities, then said we can do this countrywide, and Philippines is 7,000 islands. They accomplished that in 13 months. We said, well, this is easy enough. We ought to be able to do this in a year or 2 years, or we'll do it worldwide. Well, that was in 1988. We're down from 365,000 cases a year to 10. So it's really, really close. But that's the organization, broadly speaking, and
That's amazing.
Phenomenal results. Wow.
yeah.
And what is your role within the organization?
This year I'm a treasurer, and Rotary changes its organizational structure every year. July 1st, we flip everything from the very highest position on down. Although once you get the job of treasurer, somehow they keep saying, no, you can stay on for another year. But the president changes every year.
Okay.
Okay. So you've been with the organization for how long?
A long time.
Okay.
One of the founding members of actually Clarkston, Keefe Engineering, one of their engineers said, you need to join Rotary back in 1989. So I joined it back then, been with it, and done a number of different things with it, and watched it grow. And it's been a great experience.
That's awesome.
So are there some things that you're currently working on that you want people in Clarkston to know about?
There are 4 of them that I'd kind of like to highlight today. The first one is something that we offer all high school students, and that's a chance to study overseas. So Rotary Youth Exchange is an organization where we send kids from Clarkston High School to another country where they attend high school for an academic year. In fact, right now we have one student back, Sarah Banks is back from having spent a year in Peru. And she is really excited about experience. She knows it's going to help her in the future. And so that's what we'd like to offer all Clarkston High School students. So that's a year-long experience. And then another one coming up has grown from a fundraiser to actually a really fun night for the community. And that's our wine party. So that's coming up on October 26th. We'll have, give or take, 500 people there. We'll have 10 wine stations, 3 or 4 beer stations, and 12 or 13 restaurants. So It's all contained at Bourdain's. It's a fun 2 hours. Give you a plate. It's got a little cutout on it, so you can hang your wine glass on there, which allows me to talk. But you go around, get there at 6:30, and we'll kick you out at 8:30.
So that's October 26th
That's October 26th.
Just in a couple of weeks here.
Yep,
at Bourdain's.
at Bourdain's, yep.
Okay.
And you need to get tickets at the Chamber.
Sure can.
And another event we have coming up shortly after that is our Shoes for Kids program. And there we'll spend the first weekend in December selling newspapers on the street corners, so please don't run us over. That hasn't happened yet. In fact, it hasn't even come close. And then all the money we raise there will then be spent the next week on shoes, hats, boots, mittens for roughly 350 to 400 kids. And one of the other neat things about that one is it's more than just our service group. That the Optimus Club gets involved. They collect socks for all the kids. We have a number of dentists come in and provide some dental equipment, some toothbrushes and that kind of thing for them. And the Lions come in with a first screen on eyes so that they can look at a small child and say, you really need to go to an eye doctor. So it's a real nice screening there. So we all get involved.
Awesome. So a really community-wide collaboration.
Really community, yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how can somebody get involved with Rotary?
They can stop in the Chamber and go next door to my office. But go on the website, just Google Rotary and then put in Clarkston Rotary and that'll pop up. Come up and see us on a Monday night at Buckshot's Bar and Grill. Be there about 6:15. And
Is that every Monday?
virtually every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're working on Sunday, we won't have the meeting on Monday.
That makes sense.
But we like to get together. We're a fun group, and we like to get together. And
You're a fun group.
yeah, so and yes, and then you can look at us for 3 or 4 nights, and we'll take a look at you. And if there seems to be a fit there, then put in an application and join the club. So.
Awesome. So is there anything else that we didn't touch on today that you'd like to share?
Anything else? Well, we get to start going out in the future, but that youth exchange program, the flip side of that is sending students out is also hosting. So come next spring, we'll be looking for families to accept a student into their home. We like to have 3 families, so 3 different experiences for the student. Also for you as the host parent, get in an accident or something happens and it just isn't working out, then there's 2 other families to back it up.
That makes sense.
These are all high school age students.
All high school.
And how many opportunities are there now?
We're in 30 different countries, so we could send out all Clarkston High School, but we're usually hoping to get 2 or 3.
Okay.
So 2 or 3 students to go out any place in Europe, South America, Taiwan, Japan. Japan's real popular, particularly with the strength of our language classes here in Clarkston. But Japan's popular, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines, India. So a big swath of the world.
Awesome. What an amazing experience.
Yes.
So, well, congratulations on being the nonprofit of the month. We're really excited to honor you. And thanks for coming on today.
Well, thanks for having us, and we really appreciate it.
All right. Well, we look forward to your event coming up in a few weeks here.
See you in about 16 days.
All right. Not counting or anything.
No.
All right. Thanks so much, Jeff.
Thank you. As a member of the Chamber, you have the opportunity to be featured on Chamber Chatter. We are concluding this episode with a business spotlight of Yoga Oasis and a ribbon cutting of the newly renovated Brady Lodge.
Enjoy, and thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you next month.
Yoga Oasis is a studio that was created to be more like a community where everyone would feel at home and they could come and participate and contribute as they felt called to. I love teaching here and being a part of this community because everyone is free to be who they are in that moment, at that day, and that time. It's yoga, but it's also much more than yoga. Our yoga classes tend to be more meditative, more life-focused. The whole idea behind yoga is not really to do a forward bend, but it's to intentionally put your body into a challenging place and then train your mind to soften around the breath and focus and come back to a point of relaxation, so that when you get stuck in traffic or you have another life situation come up that challenges you, you have all those skills to call upon, and the body and the brain will automatically shift back into what it's already experienced on the yoga mat. So it really is just practice for life.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. It's been a long time coming. I've only been a part of this journey for the last couple of years, but there's a lot of folks here that have put a lot of time and effort, and of course a lot of finances from the township, and other members of the community and organizations have put a lot of time and effort into getting to this day today. George N. Brady was a prominent Detroit businessman, a dedicated man of the Episcopal Church, an advisor of the Michigan Fresh Air Society, and a keen supporter of the Boy Scout movement. He was the owner of a 40-acre farm on Green Lake in Independence Township, Oakland County, Michigan, admirably situated for camping purposes, and on which he had permitted the Detroit Boy Scouts to pitch their summer camp. But before his death, he had gifted a portion of the property north of the highway to Independence Corporation for a permanent use as a Boy Scout camp. The first Brady Lodge built on this site in 1921 cost $10,000. George Brady's attentiveness to the great outdoors and the welfare of young men led ultimately to founding of Camp Brady and the construction of Brady Lodge. In 1925, the original lodge had burned down, but was rebuilt by the Brady family in 1926. The main level is approximately 7,600 square feet in size, with an upper and lower levels both measuring 1,600 square feet. Since its construction in 1926, primarily as a dining hall for the Boy Scouts, the structure had served a number of different organizations, all within the realm of the commitment to education, conservation, and recreation. Since 1946, the property had been either owned or leased by the following organizations: the Boy Scouts of America, the United Way, Detroit Public Schools, and finally Independence Township, which in 1988, Independence Township purchased Baycourt Park, including the Brady Lodge, with a $500,000 grant from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. From 1988 until 2012, the Brady Lodge facility was used for storage. In 2012, Oakland County Economic Development Services prepared the Preservation and Adaptive Use Master Plan for Independence Township's Brady Lodge at Baycourt Park. The findings of the document, constructed with durable materials, making reuse potential cost-effective and attractable for several uses. From a historic view, the Brady Lodge provided a unique link to history and branding opportunity for the township. The basic conclusion was that Brady Lodge was worthy of saving and can serve the citizens of Independence Township in a cost-effective manner. Since 2012, Independence Township has added a new roof and a roof drain system, new windows, doors, and cargo bay doors with a donation from the Daughters of the American Revolution of Michigan, new electrical and lighting system, new parking lot added outside the lodge and replaced concrete slab leading into the main entrance for ADA compliance, timber framing and chimney repairs, brick, masonry, and mortar repairs due to water damage, climbing vines, overgrowth, and general deterioration, bell tower framing and support repairs, landscape work to remove threats to appearance and structural integrity of the building, including climbing vine, vegetation, and large tree removal, exterior and interior painting, including lead paint abatement, asbestos removal from the basement boiler room, added a fire alarm system, and also a camera security system. So that, from 2012 until today, has been the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that I had mentioned earlier on. And there's a lot of people to thank for that. I think getting the ball started, the former director here for Independence Township Parks, Ken Elwert, was a big part of leading the charge and getting the ball rolling in that regard. And then, of course, our township board here in Independence Township, with their super strong support of Parks and Recreation and this old historical building, has been unmatched. So in that, segue to Supervisor Pat Kittle.
Blood, sweat, and tears. I know for a fact there's been over $537 bill tiers that went into going in to preserve this building. $537,000. And you know what? I think it was worth every penny. I think we've got the start of something phenomenal here. And I would like to call out my Board of Trustees, Barb Pilata and Paul Brown, for providing the guidance and support and helping us ramrod this thing through with our board. Andrea Schroeder, another trustee over here, and again, big help. And let's not forget the Daughters of the American Revolution. But a lot of people put in a lot of time. I'm going to just run through some of the vendors over here that helped us, and most of these guys are local people. But accurate site work for all of the grading, Brad Bender, longtime township area guy, asphalt, parking, Dave Ottman. Our painting was Frank Iacco. Oak Electric on Dixie Highway, Extreme Electric. Wayne from Waterford, again, great people, and would come here at the drop of a hat whenever we needed it. H2A was our architect, brought to us, by the Oakland County Economic Development Group and the Historical Society. Great group to work with. Northern Construction, Dusty Moorfield did all of the roll-up doors. Service Glass Windows, they're the one that custom made everything. And if you look back at some of the old pictures, all of the doorways that you see here on the exterior right now pretty much mirror what was done back in the 20s, except they're not broken and they don't leak as much. And then Steve's Construction for the concrete. And I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention all of the hard work by our DPW and Parks and Rec staff, who for the thousands of little things that have to be done every day to keep up a building. So with that, this is phase 1. Phase 2 will amaze you.
I'd like to introduce Zandra Baker from the Daughters of the American Revolution. It was the Baker administration that had approached the township and was willing to support us in our effort here to renovate the facility. So I do have this for you. And then I know you said you would like to say a couple of words. So.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is what the Daughters of the American Revolution are about. Historic preservation, history, and this building represents all of that. So thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to work with you. I would like to thank all of the ladies who are here in attendance today. Wave your hands, ladies, so that we see you. Thank you. These are all members who've made contributions. And thank you very much. By the way, we've come a long way since we came here the first time.
And we do have a really nice commemorative plaque that will go next to the serving window in the main room, which the main room from hereafter will be called the Daughters of the American Revolution of Michigan Room. I know it's a mouthful, but we're very excited again to have them be involved in our efforts here. And thanks again, ladies, for everything that you do. I can't let the moment go by without thanking our wonderful park staff too. George, our superintendent here at the park, George Thompson. You would not believe the work that he has done around this facility and clearing trees and brush. And one of the first things we did when we put the windows in, I had him clear all of the brush along that fence so the building was actually visible from the road. And I kind of gave it to George as a, hey, short bucket list kind of thing. I came out here the next day, he had the whole thing done. And that's kind of how George operates, and Ed, and then of course, Larry Hess, Ray Quapich, and all of their efforts and work that they've done out here too. And then a lot of our wonderful staff on our recreation team. I couldn't have done today. Matter of fact, I didn't do anything for today, but the wonderful ladies and our staff that put together decorating the room and all the refreshments, and we just have such a wonderful team at the Parks Department. I'm very grateful for their support and everything that they do as well. So one last thing, we're going to cut the ribbon, so thank you again.